what made it so bad, I was in a girlfriend's house in Dallas. She had gone to work. I was lying on the couch and I fell asleep. And in that sleep, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. The escapades continued in the United States. And I was at a point, like I said in the last episode, where I had begun to ask the meaning of life. And the need, this urgent need to leave the United States urgent, I felt like my cup was full and overflowing. What made it so bad, I was in a girlfriend's house in Dallas. She had gone to work. I was lying on the couch and I fell asleep. And in that sleep, I had a dream where people were pursuing me with different weapons and I was running. And then I saw a ditch. I felt like if I jumped inside that ditch, I would escape from there. So I jumped inside the ditch only to note that the ditch was filled with snakes. And so I was trying to get myself out of that ditch when I now had a buzz of my pager. I had a Sky pager on the coffee table. So that woke me up. And I was sweating profusely, even though I was in a cool environment. And almost immediately after, somebody called me to tell me that Peter, who was my middleman, had been arrested. I said, no, it's not possible, because this guy had called me like 30 minutes before I went to that sleep to tell me that the couriers, these are the people that also would help to get the couriers that would go on these trips. So I just knew that I had to leave. And I got a trucking company to put my furniture and then send the vehicles to Houston, where I will ship them to Nigeria. And in the process, a couple of friends of mine, each one of us drove some of the cars. And while I was in Houston, I was invited to a birthday party of a female friend of mine. And these were the kind of things that I sought after. And it was at that party that I met the most beautiful lady who today is my wife. And we started dating. And because I was almost running out of the country, I decided to move in with her in a small apartment in Houston. And then shortly after that, she found out what I was into, and she began to press it on me to be able to quit. And then because I was always cigarette everywhere, she didn't like the smell of it, and she would be squeezing the packs of cigarette as if you don't spend money to buy them. And we were always quarreling over that. At the time, she told me that if the relationship was to move any further, that I must quit the drug business. And so, by God's grace, even with some struggle, I was able to quit and went legitimate. I began to get into the buying and selling of cars. Now, my plan on coming back to Nigeria was not to come back to Nigeria and just put my hands down. My plan was to come back to Nigeria because before then, I had shipped some guns to Nigeria, and I was going to get a farmland to begin to cultivate the opium leaf and form my own army and resist anybody that will come there. I felt like if I could set up a lab, get a farm, cultivate the opium leaf, have my own army, then I will become untouchable. But the saving grace of his hand, a hand that I didn't know at the time, made me to meet my wife. And by God's grace, I was able to quit the business. But not long after, something happened. But before that, I had always dreamt where I found myself in federal penitentiary facing a life sentence in the United States. When I shared that with my wife said, okay, let's go back to Nigeria. Me that I wanted to go before now insisted that I wasn't going to go, that I would go at my own instance and nobody would chase me away from the US. And at the next episode, I will tell you where that led to. Thank you very much. God bless you.
People, Henry's couriers started getting arrested. A middleman close to him called Peter, as you heard him, was arrested. Then he began to dream dangerous dreams. I told you about invisible hand. Where do you think those dreams came from? It's the mercy of God, the grace of God, pure goodness of God. God began to tug at his heart. He wasn't quite ready yet, but God will make him ready. People, you may plan to go one direction, but Jehovah finds a way. That is what this story of Henry proves. The rest of it you will hear. Please again, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Help let other people hear and see what God is doing. God bless you.